The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you put him everywhere to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Down by Antoine Lefebvre. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down and 4. Brady steps away to his left. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Returning it, John Ross. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
TJ Logan on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 38, Locke. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Chubb on the counter. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 5 now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. On play action. Lock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 43. Brady's throw there complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
The 31-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
Elliott on the carry.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Shotgun now for Brady. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third and 1.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 5 now. Lock. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Open man is Ross, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Lions take over first.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott and some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
First down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, this pass caught at the 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught for a touchdown. Everything flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Devin Funchess. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Zerline good with a PAT.
PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Zerline set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
That's me, baby. Turn it up, turn it up.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And escapes the sand. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? They're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Number 21, Ezekiel.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Brady's pass.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Runs up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chubb.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got Hooper on the short connection. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Elliott. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brady to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Brady now to throw.
Everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
27-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The handoff to
it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Lock. Man, it's Ross, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, Chicago.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. For this. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now to the air. Lock. Complete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
21-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. To work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Block working out of the gun. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get this.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Evan Ingram, 30 yards, and the Bears have broken the tie.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle, and this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defense has always talked about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2 is not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. He gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will score a pick six for the Bears touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they will score a pick six for the Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Yetur Gross-Matos brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to route.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke going to throw it here. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Shamarko Thomas. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run. Chubb. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And again, it's Chubb. And fights through one man. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. They won on two fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up there on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Bears 42, Lions 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
DJ Reed on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bears, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take